season long. Now, it's true that in the early season, I don't use it quite as much as I will, say, 3 weeks from now or 4. Bucks right now deer are kind of sociable right now. They're kind of still in their bachelor grooves. Yeah, they're starting to get separated, but they're still curious. So when I use a grunt call, I just kind of give short little grunts. Just little short grunts like I just did. You don't want to go crazy. You just want to get little short grunts. And I may do it every hour. I may do it like 3 or 4 times. It just depends on whenever I feel like doing it, I do it. You say, well, you think you can do it too much? Well, I'm not saying you can't, but deer are vocal every day. They're out here every day. It's not like there's a law that says you have to do it this much or that much. I just say go with your gut feeling. And I do it every maybe 2 or 3 times an hour, usually. And I'll just give like little 4 or 5 little short grunts, just in case there's something close around. If you hunt with a grunt call and you're bow hunting, I'll always make sure that you never leave your grunt call hanging out like this. Like this here. Don't leave it hanging out like this, because it could get smacked in your bowstring and jerk your neck off. So what you want to do is after you get done using it, just put it inside your shirt like this. Okay. You want to hide it down in your shirt so you don't get no conflict with your bowstring. But I see some people before use grunt calls and they'll leave it hanging outside of a shirt. And when they shoot, it could cause you problems. So yeah, just little thing. It's cooled down about 20 degrees, so kind of hoping it has these deer up on their feet moving. It's supposed to get back hot next couple of days, so. But next week it's supposed to be really good, I think, about all week, the weather. But it's just been too hot since season's open. And thought I'd come in here this evening, set a couple hours and see what's moving, if anything's moving through here. Nothing's really changed from last year. Sometimes they have beans in this field, but there's nothing back here. It's all grown up. It just kind of grew up. So that's good. That's the way it was last year too. And a lot of deer moving through this thicket. And there's a great big old, just a bunch of big old thick brush right in the middle of this field here, and they get down in there and bed. And it's a good bedding place for them. So in the evenings you catch them coming out of this brush or walking down through here. Looks like this guy, the neighbor up here, has got beans in this upper field, so that's the only food source right here. So we may catch them coming out of their bed to this beans, or coming maybe across this way, going back up toward there. So we'll just kind of see. But another bow season started. Yes. I just seen that deer go down. It looked good. It looked like it right behind the shoulder, but he stood up there for a few minutes, just wouldn't move. I seen him lay down, but I about know where he's at. I'm gonna give him a while. Just come back in here with lights and get him tonight. So I sure don't want to jump him up. It might be a one lung shot. Might be just a single lung. I had to shoot him sitting down. I hope my Tacticam got it, but I couldn't move because he made this scrape right here. I couldn't stand up, and I was afraid he was gonna get behind me and I'd be really screwed in. But he stepped out in this opening. There was this one limb right here, and I kind of had to scoot down, just scoot, you know, and I shot under that limb. It looked good, sounded good. I'm going to ease down, and I'm going to just ease and try to find this arrow. And it's just back out of here. And we'll come back in here 8, 9, 10, about maybe 10 o'clock if I have to. When in doubt, back out. I mean, the deer's bedded. He bedded, so. I shot that buck last night about 15 till 6. Looked like a good shot, as you can see. He mule kicked, and but just wasn't a lot of blood where I hit him at. But I thought he bedded down up there. I thought he went down, but I just wasn't too sure about it. And I'm glad I waited. This little fence right here. There's some blood right there. So he made it in the woods over here. I'm glad I backed out because he's went a little bit further than what I like. All right, we're just gonna take our time. Now, it's been all night, so he should be done. About fell. So we're just going against that log here. See that one? He didn't go too horribly far. Oh man, thank you, Lord. Oh man, I was getting worried there for a little bit. All right, just stay on him. I'm going down through and see what he. All right. That's him. Boy. All right. Shot was just a tad back a little. That's why I'm glad I waited. Looked like it clipped the back of the lungs and maybe got liver. So as you see in the video on my Tacticam, I seen him coming. Well, actually just seen a little bit of him coming through the trees. I didn't know what it was, and all of a sudden I just seen tree limbs a moving, and I just seen tines, and I knew I just kept sitting there and knew that if you just be still and don't rush, you know, don't rush your shot or nothing, that he come right on out about 15 yards in that one shooting lane I got. And that's exactly. This is only about 17 acres in here. It's not very big, and there's hunting pressure everywhere. This place over here gets pounded, that place over here gets pounded, there's houses all around, and really this is a backyard buck pretty much. And I'm not saying backyard like that somebody feeds them, but we're not far from houses. So this buck's kind of an urban buck. He just kind of goes through this funnel here. But listen, when you got little places like this to hunt, like we usually hunt, and you don't have 500, 600 or 1,000 acres to manage, and you don't have a lot of 150s or 160s even around, hey, a buck like this will make me just as happy. The Lord has smiled upon us this morning. And if you make a shot that you're not for sure, back out, go back the next morning. But anyway, we're going to get him field dressed, and we don't have a super long drag. The truck's not very far, but that's a pretty big body deer, so it's probably going to seem like it, right?